What's up, guys? Tim Halstead with DragBoss Garage. Hey, this is something different. I figure I'd make a video, put it up there, because it's a pretty cool custom light installation. LED sequentials for the turn signals on the mirror with my 2013 FX4. This is the EcoBoost. I'll tell you, it's been a great truck. I've had no issues. I've never seen another truck like it with a hockey stripe and having just the super cab. But the lights I'm talking about are these right here, these turn signal lights. Now on this particular model, those are not real. That's just a reflector. But the later trucks, this is a 2013, they had turn signals there. And now the aftermarket has some really cool LED sequential turn signals, and that's what I'm going to install today. I'll show you how I do it. Now I'm also going to replace this down here. Both of them are going to be smoke colored, so they kind of blend in with the mirror. They don't stick out like a sore thumb. This one had only 2 bulbs. Really, after about 2 years after I bought it, they went out. And then they said, well, we can change them, but if you break the mirror, it's $1,100, some crazy price. So I never bothered messing with them, and I'll show you what they look like. I can't wait to get something different in there. It's going to be killer. Here's what they look like now. You can see out of whatever there is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bulbs, only 2 flash. So I should have fixed a long time ago, but I was hesitant with that mirror. And the way truck prices are and car prices, new or used, electric BS, no way. I'll keep this thing till it's done. Comes time to build that 3.5, we're gonna make a 700 horse twin turbo. Easy to do. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so I got the stuff from Amazon, and I'll put the numbers down in the description if you're interested in getting them. But I bought them separately, and by chance it looks like they're going to go together just well, and I'll show you what I mean. I also bought some LED side marker lights. Hopefully the wind's not too loud. You can hear me. It's a nice day. It's like 86, 87 degrees. So let me show you what they look like. Now, the benefit of doing this is not only just because they're cool with sequential motion, and they're a lot brighter with LEDs, but also the fact that it's a safety issue. Cars will see it better. All right, guys, well, the hardest part about taking the mirror off is worried about breaking it. But everything I've seen, you just push it down all the way, apply firm pressure up here, kind of use your fingers to push back. And voila. So the next thing is to take out these 4 Torx screws. They come out pretty easy. And that allows you to get the back cover off. I don't know why I didn't do this a long time ago. And then that's all there is to it. Now I did replace these with some projector lens. They're blue, and when you open up the door it says Ford. It's pretty darn cool, actually. I like it. Now I'll show you. I just unplug, set that down, and I can concentrate on this when the time comes. But let me show you how easy it is. Hopefully. This has one plug in the back. Whoa, baby. Cut that, please. And then you pop that thing out. There it is. Yeah, junk. For like the last 3 years, 4 years, I should have changed that damn thing. Of course, it never fails. One, it's going to rain in a little bit, but for this thing to fit, for the wire to come out here, it hasn't got enough length, so I think I'm going to have to drill a hole to give me a little bit extra length to get that plugged in. At least try that. So here we go. Well, with any product, it's not just plug and play. So I had to add this pigtail to this wire because it wasn't long enough to reach the back of this. I even had to drill the back of this cover. No big deal, but I wish I would have known that. At least I don't have to mess around with plugging in butt connectors or anything else. So let's put this back on and see what we got. And then we'll get this up to where it needs to go. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Look at that, watch. See the wire? Plugs right in. Put your 4 Torx back in. But yeah, it's stuff like that I hate. They say plug and play and then you're monkeying with it. But it's not that hard. I was worried about the mirror breaking, and hopefully I don't break it putting it back on. Then you kind of just put the Torx back in. And they go in pretty easy. You don't have to force them tight. This thing's set low, so it's not going to break them. Kind of clean it out in there. Should test it, but I already did, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to get the kids off the bus in a minute. So you kind of figure out how this goes on. So I push that on. Looks good. Let's test it and see. There it is. Let's move the mirror up. That works pretty good. Now let's see what the front looks like. Ooh, and the front ain't working. Great. Here's the part you're going to see. Is I bought these ones from Amazon, which you'll see, and I'm going to say don't buy them because they ain't plug and play. Let me tell you. Had to add this pigtail onto it because they were too short. It's terrible. What a joke. Let me tell you. Pay attention when you're getting these. Look at the length of that lead. This will be a plug and play. Now the only other issue is if I want to hook this up to power, then I can have a white running light, which I'm going to see if I can run these wires without taking off the door panel, because everyone says, oh, take off the door panel and do all this BS. But if I can snake a wire, I'd rather do that without. But anyway, so this is what it looks like. A better one compared to this piece of junk, which I sent back. I said, dude, I can't handle this. So we'll take this out. Kind of get in there with a little screwdriver, just kind of massage it out of there. Then I even had to drill a hole in here. You can see I've wired this all up. Good factor. See this? It's wet. That means that would be getting wet pretty soon, so it's not a good idea to be splicing into this thing. These plugs will fit through that hole that's in there. That's right here where this little tab goes through. You just got to use a screwdriver and kind of push it through. Then we'll take this off. I love this wrap. My kids say that's satisfying. And then I kind of put it like that. Kind of push it on the wires. That little connector bolts right in, and snaps right on. Make it fit. Bring it out a little bit so you can work on it. You can see here it's not right. So make sure that thing's seated before you go straightening it out. Sorry I switched to the other side, guys, but I lost that video, but you get the gist of it. Watch out for HYPERflash. These LEDs here and the LED side marker lights are about all you can install without getting HYPERflash and adding resistors. So there it is behind the mirror. Now check this out. Yeah, that looks good. Now I have to hook up 12-volt power source, and then I'll have a white light with the parking lights. You ever try to hook power up to one of these trucks? It's a big pain in the butt. So I said at this point I just want them working. I'll do that on a day when I can take the door panel off and make it run right. But yeah, that looks good. Doesn't seem to HYPERflash either, which happens with LED sometimes.